6.9a. For this lesson, we're going to model polynomial functions given intercepts and a point. So we have done this with lines and parabolas up to this point, but now let's go beyond that. When it comes to modeling, okay, so what you really need, like for a line, you need 2 points. Okay, think about it. A line is a degree 1, so you need one more extra point. So degree 1 needs 2 points. Parabola, which is degree 2, we need 3 points. To do a cubic, you're going to need 4 points. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to use those x-intercepts to find the factors, and then you're going to use that extra point to find the a value. So what you need to remember, f of x is equal to a times x minus p times x minus q, and then if we go beyond that quadratic, x minus z, whatever the variable you want to use. Okay, but the big thing is being able to write, given those zeros, the factors, and then using that extra point to find that a value. Okay, so write a cubic function that has the following graph. So what we need to do is we need to figure out those zeros. So this is -1, -3, and then looks like we got 3. So those are the 3 zeros we have. So using those zeros now, let's go ahead, let's write them as factors, and it's always a times those factors. X minus -3, that will be x plus 3. X minus -1, that will be x plus 1. And then finally x minus 3. Okay, so we're getting those factors from our 3 zeros. Now, in order to find that a value, we need to use that other point. Let's write this as y equals instead of f of x. Okay, so in this point, we got -2, 1. So just like we did with quadratics, you need to use that point, plug it into xy. Okay, so we got 1 is equal to a times -2 plus 3, -2 plus 1, and then -2 minus 3. So simplifying each of those parentheses then, 1 is equal to a times 1 times -1 times -5, which will give you 1 is equal to 1 times -1, that's -1, -1 times -5, we get 5, so 5a. Dividing by 5 then, you get an a value of that is equal to 1/5. Taking that a value now, plugging it into our original that we had, so then we got y is equal to 1/5 times that x plus 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 3. Okay, so not much new here. It's just now we're going to have that extra factor that we need to account for. Okay, so the next one, again, go on and find those zeros. Looks like we got -1, 2, and 4. So write those zeros as factors now. Y is equal to a times x plus 1, x minus 2, x minus 4. Remember, it's always x minus that 0. So like when we get that -1, it's x minus -1. That'll give us that x plus 1. All right, so now we need to go find that other point. And that point that we have looks like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 4. Using that point, plugging it into x and y now. Okay, so now we got 4 is equal to a times 0 plus 1 times 0 minus 2 times 0 minus 4, which gives us 4 is equal to a times 1 times -2 times -4. Multiplying that out then, we get +8, so it's equal to 8a. Dividing by 8 now, you get 4/8, which is 1/2. So again, taking that a value, plugging it into a, we get y is equal to 1/2 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 4. All right. So next one, final one here. Okay. Now I'm not giving you the graph, but I'm giving you the points. So it's a matter of determining which ones are those x-intercepts. X-intercepts, zeros, solutions. Okay. X-intercepts, the y coordinate is always 0. So those are my 3 zeros. 0, 3, and 9. Okay, so writing that out then, y is equal to a times x minus 0. So I'm not even going to worry about writing x minus 0. I'm just going to write x, okay, times x minus 3 times x minus 9. Okay, using our point then, xy, plugging that in, you get 4 is equal to a times 1 times 1 minus 3 times 1 minus 9, which will give us 4 is equal to a times 1 times negative 2 times negative 8, which will be 4 is equal to 16a. Dividing by that 16 finally, you get a is equal to 4/16, which is 1/4. You need to simplify those fractions. Okay, going ahead, plugging that back in, you get y is equal to 1/4 x times x minus 3 times x minus 9. All right, so nothing really new. It's pretty similar to our 6.7 video as well. For this homework, 6.9a homework, so giving you the graphs, determine your x-intercepts, use that extra point to find a, and then just giving you the actual points as well. So make sure you get that completed. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a good day.